Hey, Shalom Akim. Uh, First and foremost, call halal Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shah, Bahashim Rakal Kodash. Double honors once again to the apostles of Great Millstone, teaching all of us his truth. All right. I must needs do this. And I've often stated in my videos that, and this should be no surprise to any who are aware of what's going on with these Edomites. All right. Wow, the pettiness of these Edomites. All right. In this instance, this is from Travis Gator's raw story. White woman orders lifeguard to call cops on mom and son for swimming while black. So get a load of how and why this started. It says a South Florida mom said an Edomite woman called police on her and her son while they were training at a swimming pool. Gannett Wright Moyer and her son, who are both former competitive swimmers, were training together at Joseph C. Carter Park when a woman in the lane between them became angry at them for talking. I said something to my son, and the lady in the lane between us said, "You can't talk over my lane." I immediately asked the lifeguard if that was a rule, and she said there's no such rule. Wright said the woman also refused to switch lanes so they could talk without bothering her, and she said the woman got even angrier. She starts to complain to the lifeguard that she needs to do something about us. She starts threatening her job, saying she's going to talk to her supervisor. Then the other swimmer ordered the lifeguard to call the police, and 3 Fort Lauderdale officers arrived and shut down the pool. All right. Wright and her son insisted that the other woman be forced to leave with all the other swimmers, and the station reported that body camera video showed that she eventually did. The person who started it was able to stay in the pool. So I feel like me and my son were singled out. See? She didn't lose her cool or anything, call the police, fine. But as it turns out, they were the ones that were told to leave. Wright said the woman wanted to punish her for swimming while black, and she doesn't understand why she called in the police. People are not supposed to call the police when there's no danger. Really. Not according to the history of this country. All right, there's no violence, she said. There's no weapons. There's no threat of violence. There's no danger. Why are the police being called? Because people such as the woman that you're dealing with, all right, are accustomed to having the po-po in their back pockets, After all, they are the arms of the law, all right, and they were used to what? You got to understand, the police are here to enforce segregation. Always have been. All right. Goes on to say the lifeguard who called police quit that same day over the incident. And Wright was banned from the park for 24 hours. And these were the victims. While the other woman was issued a trespassing warning and told to stay away from the park for 3 days. So here's what Jake does. They plan a swim-in protest. Wow. A swim-in protest. Let's see if there's any. Nope. Let's go to... All right. So let's scroll down. See if there's any comments on this. See what we're faced with? This is why some people knelt. But no, what happened later, they didn't want to acknowledge that, and Jake was, well, we all know what happened with the protest, and all that. And Jake's energy once again was stolen. All right, and now it's all become just that quick about LGBT, the alphabet people. All right. What more do you need to understand that we need to get the hell up out of here? All right. Everything's rigged against us. No matter what you do, these people have thought long and hard and strategized since the civil rights era in the 50s and 60s. You better believe they somewhat learned their lesson, all right, because the whole world got to see them for what they truly were. And actually they still are, all right, because it was broadcast around the world. The hoses, the water hoses, the dogs sicked on our people. And for what? For equality? You want this man to actually share power with you. I'm talking about our people. You haven't learned for the last over 500 years, all right, and combine the Northern Kingdom, so-called Hispanics, so-called Native Americans, because they are our people. All right, I believe sometime this year, October, whatever have you, when Columbus landed, I believe that will mark 528 years. All right. So you still want equality with these pieces of shit when you are better than them. Deuteronomy 7:6. All right. And Deuteronomy, when you go back to the 4th chapter, we're supposed to be observing the law, statutes, and commandments, and as an example to the other nations, all right? But no, we didn't want to do that. And now the Most High, what do? Put us under the lowest, vilest, all right, basest of man, the Edomites, so-called white people. That's why we're going through what we're going through. All right. So let's get some scriptures here, because I don't want to be too long on this. We're going to go to Proverbs. Let's see. Where was I? Proverbs 26. And I think I'll start at, let's see, 24. He that hateth disassembleth with his lips, and layeth up deceit within him. So this is this game that these Edomites, were playing. All right. They're not going to say anything usually. See, now we're getting into South versus North, and I'm not going to play that game because it's not a game. But they both had their own strategies for dealing with our people. All right. Usually in the South, it was more straightforward. You knew where the boundaries were. Nigger, don't you go here. I hate you. And, it was more direct in your face. Up north, generally it was, behind your back, slippery, sly, slick type of, Now don't get fooled now. In some cases, like, Boston, some places in New York, all right, Jake couldn't go in. There's other areas too, all right. But by and large, it was, you spend your money, get the fuck out, and they let you know what neighborhoods you weren't supposed to go in, etc. It was more, a little bit softer, but nonetheless hurtful, all right? Just different strategies, how they dealt with it. That's why we don't matter if you're in the North or the South. This is all fucked up. Verse 25, it says, when he speaketh fair, believe him not, for there are 7 abominations in his heart, all right? See, now what we're coming to find out, these curses, Deuteronomy 30:7, are being transferred to these devils. So they're losing their cool, all right? So we're starting to see they can't contain themselves no more because they're feeling the pressure. Now they're beginning to realize what Jake has been going through all along. They don't like it. But as long as it was us, it was okay. 26, whose hatred is covered by deceit. Remember I told you about north and south. All right, whose hatred is covered by deceit. All right, whether they were cowards or whatever have you, they weren't as bold. These are really the most dangerous ones. All right. It says his wickedness shall be shewed before the whole congregation. All right. And that's what's happening now. Everybody's starting to see it. All right. You're going to see more acts of overt aggression. You're going to maybe see more these Edomites run up into Jake's churches and just slaughter them. All right. Because now they're cracking down there. They're tightening the noose, so to speak, with this COVID thing. All right. Keep playing with the people. Well, they loosen it up. Well, we're going, what is it, phase 2 and phase 3. And then, oh, no, we got to surge again. We got to close everything, and eventually people are going to lose it. Because a lot of people are seeing it for what it really is. This is bullshit. All right. Talking about this COVID-19 crap. All right. 27. Whoso diggeth a pit shall fall therein, and he that rolleth a stone, it will return upon him. All right. A lying tongue hateth those that are afflicted by it, and a flattering mouth worketh ruin. Again. All right. Because we know these Edomites are cowards at heart. All right. That's why, where would they be without their blessing, the sword? But again, there was a different ways. For those that have from the north and have traveled to the south, surely you see it, and vice versa. All right. But it's those quiet little towns that get you just as dead, if not more so. All right. All right, so with that, again, I'll go back to the article here. I was hoping there would be some comments to this, but I guess it's, so yes, one day ago, so I guess not enough people have become aware of it yet to make any comments. But yeah, here again, so-called white woman orders lifeguard to call cops on mom and son for swimming while black. She got perturbed, all right, over the fact that mother and son were communicating with each other. She just happened to be in the middle lane between the two while swimming. Just one of those little things that just set her off, because she can't stand so-called black people anyway. That's how it chose to manifest itself. And these jakes end up, all right, getting thrown out. They didn't do anything. See? So expect more of this, more incidents like this to escalate. All right? So be on guard, be circumspect, all right? Especially around these damn devils, these Edomites. All right? So with that, once again, call Halal Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushua, Bahashim Kokradash. And of course, double honors due to the apostles of Great Millstone for teaching us this truth. Salutations to the Akim out there on the highways and byways, pushing this truth, all honesty and sincerity. All right, while spreading this truth, trying to wake up the remaining hopeful elect so we can get the hell up out of here. So with that, Shalom, Akim.